everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you're new. Today we have a different type of video. As you can see by the title, yeah, basically I contracted coronavirus. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about, all things coronavirus, because when I was trying to figure out if I had it, watching videos on YouTube about people talking about their experience really helped me. So I thought I'd sit down and make one to help other people, if they see this. I hope you enjoy the video. Hope this helps anybody that needs it. And for those who don't have it, this gives a better understanding and maybe some perspective. Let's just get started. Okay, so I was exposed somewhere around the 3rd of August. So just to start, just as a disclaimer, this entire time since quarantine started, back in March, I have not been living my normal life. I have not been doing what I would normally do. I would say I was one of the people that has taken this, more seriously, because there's people in my household that are high risk, and I have a pre-existing, health condition. So because this virus is so unpredictable, it's hard to know, if somebody in my household gets it, will it be a mild case or a really bad case? So I've been doing everything that I can to keep everybody safe around me and keep myself safe as well. So I haven't been hanging out with a lot of people. Like over the summer, I barely hung out with people, and if I did, it was one person at my house or just like a few people at somebody else's house, but I wasn't going out, doing a lot. Like the most I did probably was the protests. But I have not been doing a lot at all. I wasn't even allowed to go to volleyball for the majority of the summer. My family did not feel comfortable enough with the safety precautions, so I didn't go the entire summer. I literally did not go until a few days before tryouts, and then tryouts, and then I got it. So yeah, I wasn't allowed to go anywhere else. I went to volleyball and I came home, and that was it. So yes, I contracted it at volleyball practice. And I first started feeling symptoms around the 6th of August. I know that this virus can be in your body dormant for like 12 days, but I had symptoms like 3 days after I contracted it. And every single symptom that I had, I would have it for a day or two, and then it would go away. So the first symptom I had was, disclaimer, this is a little nasty. Yeah, first symptom I had was diarrhea for like a day, and that was nothing. I didn't think anything of it. The next symptom the next day I had was pain in my eyes, which was really weird because like when I would look around, like left to right, like up, down, bright lights, like anything, my eyes were just really, really sore. It was so weird. My eyes weren't red or like crusty or nothing like that. They were just really, really sore. So that was weird, but that only lasted a day as well. And then the next symptom that I kind of got, which this one kind of stayed throughout the entire time, was a little cough, like a little dry cough, like little like nothing too serious. And I have allergies and stuff, so like I didn't think anything of it. Obviously it's so hard to like detect coronavirus right now because there's still the common cold and the common flu out and about. So I didn't want to hop to anything like it's coronavirus, because at that point, one, I didn't know that I was exposed, and two, these are cold symptoms. Like these are nothing too big. What? Okay, sorry for the interruption. I don't even know what I was talking about. Shoot, my boyfriend called me. So I'm just gonna, I had a little cough, and I still have it sometimes, but it's not like a mucusy, like anything like that type of cough. Nothing at all like that. And the next symptom I had, this was one of the most annoying. It was the congestion, and it wasn't even like I was like my robes was nunning. It wasn't even like my nose was running constantly or anything like that. It was just there was a lot of pressure, and the only way I could relieve that was, you know, going in my bathroom, turning my shower on the hottest setting, opening the door, and just kind of sitting in like a steam room. That was the only thing that would really soothe it. It was a lot of pressure, If I got up, the pressure would switch to another nostril. It was really just painful, like all around here. And it wasn't like a headache. Excuse me. It wasn't like a headache, but it kind of felt like a headache in my eyes because how much pressure. I was looking at pressure points to rub on my nose to like try and soothe it. I was putting like Vicks Vapor Rub up my nostril. I was like sniffing like essential oils. Like it was just so much pressure. I did some saline rinses in my nose a few times. Like it was a lot. And with the congestion, I started having that like one day, and then the next day my next symptom was complete loss of sense of smell and taste. When I say complete loss, I mean nothing, nada. Like the only thing that I could tell was if it was salty or sweet, but with that there was no flavor. Like I think I drank some lemonade, didn't taste like anything, but I could tell it was sweet. Like ate a Cheez-It, there was a little like speck of salt on it. Ate it, tasted no flavor, but I could taste it was salty. Like it was just stuff like that. Like I could feel, I bit into a brownie, the fattest, softest, just juiciest looking brownie ever. Nothing, absolutely nothing. I could feel the texture, everything, nothing. Couldn't smell anything, like absolutely nothing. Like when I first went to get tested, I was smelling, you know, my room obviously. Then I left, went outside, could not smell a difference between inside and outside. I could not smell or taste anything, and that's still wearing off even today. But we'll get into that. The next symptom that I got, this was probably the most painful, was the body aches. It was like a soreness, like I had worked out for a year straight, 24/7, and didn't stop. It was so painful, but it wasn't constant. It would be like I'm just laying down, I'm just chilling, like whatever, watching Netflix. Then I would start to feel it coming, and then it would just come full swing, stay for a few minutes, maybe an hour or two, and then completely leave, and I'd be fine again. Like there were so many nights where I could not sleep. Like I had to put a chair in my shower to sit down while I was showering because it was just so painful. And I have back pain already, but I was having some lower back pain, like some lower back soreness too with the legs. That was not it. That was not good. I did not like that at all. I had a headache one time, but it was because I hadn't been wearing my glasses, and then I put them on, and that always happens to me. I always get a headache when I do that, but I know headaches is a symptom, so I'm just gonna count it. I know it was a different type of headache because no medicine that I took was helping, and that was with everything. That was with congestion, that was with cough, like that was with everything, soreness, everything. No medicine was really working. Like I was taking congestion medicine every single day, multiple times a day, and it was doing nothing for me at all. So like if you're unsure if you have corona or not, that's a good indicator. Like if no medicines are working for you, like absolutely nothing was working for me. I took like 500 bajillion Tylenols in one night because I'm like, maybe I just need to take more of them because it wasn't helping me at all. So that's a really good indicator. And then another symptom that I had for maybe the first week that I had it, of course I didn't know for a really long time that I did have it. Yeah, I would have to say it was overall fatigue for the first few days, first week or so. Oh my gosh, I was so tired just all the time. And you know, being in my room already was not good. Like I wasn't doing anything, obviously. Like I'm not in school, I'm not in anything, so like I was just so tired, sleeping all the time, like so tired. And that lasted for probably like the beginning of it. And yeah, so now I'm going to talk about my symptoms that are kind of still here and around. I'm getting more in taste and smell every day, but I'm still not fully there. I still have a little bit of a dry cough sometimes, and sometimes like the feeling like I can't get a full breath. But you know, it was like especially hard for me to tell if I had coronavirus or just a cold or seasonal allergies or something, because, you know, with me, if I have a really bad allergy day, like if I leave my window open for a really long time, I will already feel like I can't get a full breath of air, and I do have asthma on top of that. So like if I have bad allergies, I already like can feel like that. So feeling like that is not unusual for me. I just take some allergy medicine, or if I really need to, like I'm going to volleyball practice and I already feel that way, I might take my inhaler. But it was nothing out of the usual for me. So I'm saying, like, if you have been in a place where there's a lot of people getting sick, or just a lot of people in general, and you start feeling these cold symptoms, make note of these, because a few of these symptoms that I had were just random to me. Like, it was like so weird. Like the eye pain, it was so weird. Like at that point, I did not know I was exposed to coronavirus. I didn't know I had it. So I was like, oh my gosh, my eye pain. But then I watched a video while I was waiting for my test results to come back, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have that exact feeling. Like, that's really weird. And then the no taste or smell at all. Like usually when you get a cold or the flu or whatever, you lose a little bit, or everything might taste a little bit weird. When I tell you this is complete loss, like there is nothing, absolutely nothing, like absolutely nothing. I ate Cane's, didn't taste anything. I ate Chipotle, I tasted a little bit, but not fully. Like, and I think my smell is a little bit faster than my taste, because I can smell a little bit more than I can taste. But yeah, so I'm really, really, really blessed to have a mild case. You know, having pre-existing health condition like asthma, which is one of the high risk ones. You know, you never know how coronavirus is going to do in your body. So I'm really, really blessed to have a mild case, and I'm really, really blessed that none of my family had got it, because that was the whole reason that I was being so cautious about everything. Like, even when I was allowed to go to volleyball, I was the only person wearing a mask for the whole time I was there, and then a few last days another girl was wearing her mask, but you know, for the majority of the time I was the only person wearing my mask, and I did not take it off ever. So yeah, I was taking precautions. I barely hung out with people. Like, I was not doing this and that with this person and going this and over there with that person. Like, I was not doing a lot. I was going to the grocery store to get out sometimes when I didn't have volleyball. But yes, when I did have volleyball, I was wearing my mask every single time. And you know, how I think I caught it was we're all touching the same balls, all touching the same equipment. So I touched the ball or something that had coronavirus on it, whether, you know, the person who had it before me, you know, put it on the ball, or like they sneeze on the ball, breathe on the ball, like anything, spit, dropped on the ball, like anything like that. I went to go get water. I unscrewed the cap of my water bottle, probably put, you know, the virus all over my water bottle, then took a sip. So I probably just drank it right into my system, because every time practice would end, I would go straight to the bathroom, wash my hands, or come back to the car and put hand sanitizer straight on. So it must have been in that circumstance. And I can't believe I didn't even think about that, but it sucks that I have to think about that so much when I feel like other people are not. You know, everybody wants this to go away, everybody wants to go back to normal life, but nobody's willing to make the sacrifices to do that. And I feel like I've been one of those people to make many, many sacrifices, you know, for that, for my comfort, for maybe my social life, like all of that. I have been doing this the entire time, and it's a little bit insulting to see people blatantly disregarding that and doing whatever they want, even though we're in the middle of a pandemic. Also, people protesting masks has been really insulting as well, saying that they can't breathe with them on. They have pre-existing health conditions, which I understand, but if your pre-existing health conditions are so bad, maybe you should not be out at all. Like, coronavirus will only make that worse for you. And people saying that they can't wear them while they're doing, you know, simple and easy tasks. Like, I'm over here running down and backs with my mask on. Like, if I can do it, you can do it, and there's really no excuse. So yeah, it's really, really unfortunate, because I have been doing everything that I could to prevent this, me and my family. So it's really, you know, unfair that it's happened, but you know, I'm not worried about that. Gave that to God, moved on, is what it is. But yeah, I have to miss my first senior game, my first day of my senior year, first week. You know, I have to be in quarantine for a total of 21 days because there's somebody high risk in my family. Like, I can't risk still being contagious and leaving my room. So I've been in my room for over a week now. As of today, it is the 23rd, and I got my results back the 14th of August. So I've already been in here for a little bit over a week, and I have like 2 weeks to go, and school starts in like 2 days. I don't even want to talk about that because I'm not even prepared for that. Also, I just want to advise all of you to listen to your scientists. I don't know when politicians became more equipped to talk about science than scientists, but that doesn't make any sense. That's like going to, you know, airplane pilot, you know, asking them for, you know, how do you fly a plane? Like, give me instructions. But going to a driving instructor for a car for those answers. You're asking questions about science. You're going to your politicians about that. They're not equipped in that field, so stay to your scientists. Because when you listen to a politician instead of a scientist, it already creates a divide between people that will side with the politician, people that will side with the scientist. You know, if you do not like that particular politician, you're already creating even more divide. When really we just need to be listening to the people that this is their expertise, this is what they've trained for, this is what, you know, their job is, instead of people that are just reading off whatever the scientists back door telling them. Because also what that does is you have this politician saying this, but then their, you know, scientist that's telling them all their information is saying something completely different, and they're interpreting it a different way. So you have one saying, you know, if we just do this, it'll be gone, it'll disappear. But then we have other people saying, if we do not do something about it, this will be here, the fall, the winter, this will continue. So you just need to listen to the people that are equipped with this information and equipped with the knowledge to handle this. I would not go to a car driving instructor to get instructions on how to fly a plane. So I'm not going to go to my politicians for people that, I mean, for facts I should be going to my scientists about. So I really, really advise you to look into the science. I don't care if it was made in a lab, I don't care if it came from bats, but it's here now, and the only way we're going to fix it ever is if we listen to our scientists and make sacrifices. Like I previously said, people want this to go away but are not willing to limit seeing this person all the time, but are not willing to miss this concert. You know, people are not willing to do that, but they want it to disappear like this. Like, it's not going to do that, and we're going to continue to be in this weird, we go in quarantine, we leave, we go in quarantine, we leave, we open up, we close down, because people genuinely do not care. And people are just trying to move on while this is still very active in the world. And it's a shame that America has looked like this on, you know, the world stage, because we're supposed to be such a big leader, but we're completely failing. And then also I want to address people that say, like, young people barely get it, young people have mild symptoms. I don't care if I have mild symptoms or not. I have family to come back to, and everybody does. So if you're saying, well, young people only get it this much, you're completely disregarding everybody else in their household that may be high risk. That is what has been made very clear to me, that people truly and genuinely do not care about others. And that's so disheartening to say, but it's the facts. Like, people really care about their money, people really care more about their job, people really care more about, you know, this and that, than other people's well-being and health and safety, which is crazy. So if you have somebody high risk in your family, take them into account, because if you bring this home, whether you have mild symptoms or not, if you bring this home, that could be deadly for them. And people are always talking about, you know, yeah, I understand what you're doing, Kennedy. I have people high risk and high. Why aren't you doing anything to protect them? You need to protect them, because this virus is so easy to get, so easy to get. So you really have to be very, very particular and careful. Another thing, if you are not feeling good, there is no reason why you should be out and about with many people. The amount of selfishness it takes for that to happen is unbelievable. If you're in a position or a place where you see a lot of people getting sick around you, you feel bad, you don't feel good, you feel a little bit weird, and you continue to come into a place with even more people knowing that and not disclosing that to anybody else, that is extreme selfishness, and nothing that you want to do is worth everybody else's safety and health. It's not. If you're in a place of leadership and you're supposed to be quarantining or making sure you keep your employees or your teammates or whoever safe, you need to be doing that, because you as a leader are influencing everybody around you. And if you are saying to all of your followers, it's okay, do whatever you want, you are leading all of those people wrongly, and you are creating more exposure for everybody. So just keep everybody else in consideration, because this is ridiculous. Like, it should have never gone this far. but we are here, so we need to put an end to it. That's all I have to say. So I really hope this helped, you know, whoever. And that's just it, honestly. People say this is a hoax, people say this is this and that. There are hospitals full of people dying of coronavirus, not being able to see their families because it's so infectious that they can't even be in the room, they can't even be in the hospital, they can't even have a proper funeral. So for you to say it's a hoax or it's not real, none of that. I'm gonna be in my room for 21 days straight, you know, and you're telling me it's a hoax, it's not real. I don't want to hear that. And your thinking of that is so dangerous to everybody else around you and everybody else around anybody else. You know, like everybody has their own circle. There may be this person that has their circle, but that person has their own circle, and the circle just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So if you do not care about people in your circle, it will ripple into every single circle around you, like every single environment. So yes, if anybody from my school is watching this, hey, I have corona, I got it from somebody else, and that's that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this helped you. I hope this gave you some type of perspective moving forward, that you live differently, caring more about other people and other people's families, other people's circumstances. You know, not everybody can afford to send people to the hospital to be on a ventilator. You know, those bills do, you know, stack up. So just be thinking about other people. And that's all I want anybody else to do. Just think about everybody. Think about everybody and what this could do for everybody, you know. So I hope that has touched you or resonated with you a little bit. Stay tuned for more content that's a little bit more fun and upbeat than this. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to comment, share, like, whatever you need to do. Share this with everybody that you feel is being careless or selfish. Do that. Share that with everybody that you feel is that way. But yes, if anybody's wondering, I'm doing very well. My symptoms are very mild and they're starting to wear off now because I think I'm in the end. So thank you. Bye.